Yeah, but it's like people selling that stuff. Like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room. That shit look like some devil shit.
I don't take anything as a personal. I take it as I am professional.
Right.
I don't need to like you to talk with you.
He feel like he got the power because he got the cash.
Gervonta Davis is one of the biggest names in boxing today, but unlike many top fighters, he does not share a friendly relationship with Turki Alalshikh, the man behind Riyadh season's high-profile boxing events. Alalshikh has been hosting some of the biggest fights in recent years, including the recent Artur Beterbiev vs. Dmitry Bivol 2 event, which was widely regarded as one of the best fight cards in recent history. Leading up to the event, many fighters took photos with Alalshikh, but Davis chose not to. He has now made a bold claim, suggesting that fighters are selling their souls by associating with the Saudi boxing scene. Davis expressed concerns over how fights are being handled in Saudi Arabia, stating that multiple fighters have told him things feel different over there. He specifically pointed out a concerning moment when a Saudi official reviewed the scorecards, implying that there may be a lack of transparency in the judging. Davis didn't hold back, saying, "Every time I say something, it's like I'm hating because I'm going against the grain. Yeah, people selling themselves. That picture with everybody in the room posing with Turki Alalshikh, that looked like some devil shit, didn't it? Facts, though. Devil shit, like they sold their souls." His comments suggest he believes that fighters aligning with Alalshikh are compromising their integrity for financial gain. While many fighters have embraced the opportunities in Saudi Arabia, Davis remains skeptical, questioning whether the sport's integrity is at risk. His statements have sparked debate, with some agreeing with his stance, while others see it as a refusal to adapt to the changing boxing landscape.
It's like I'm hating because I'm going against the grain. I mean, not even going against the grain. I'm letting you know.
So to that point, do you feel like a responsibility to the sport in America? I know you're thinking about retirement, but it's like things are going rough in the States. Everything's going over there.
Yeah, but it's like people selling that stuff. Like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room. That shit look like some devil shit. Facts though.
Some cult, right?
Yeah. That shit like some devil shit. Like they sold that soul.
Yeah, you go with that.
That was crazy.
Isn't that more the reason why you can't walk away? Like the game.
Yeah, like
when Jay-Z said can't leave rap alone, the game needs me.
Yeah. That is a good way, but I mean.
Turki Alalshikh has quickly become one of the most powerful figures in boxing, using his financial influence to bring the biggest names in the sport to Saudi Arabia. Fighters who once built their careers in Las Vegas, New York, or London are now being lured to Riyadh with massive paydays, making Saudi Arabia the new hotspot for high-profile boxing events. With seemingly unlimited resources, Alalshikh has managed to host some of the most stacked cards in recent history, offering fighters deals they simply can't refuse. However, not everyone is on board with this shift. Some, like Gervonta Davis, see it as a power play rather than a genuine investment in the sport. Davis believes that Alalshikh's influence is driven purely by money, rather than a deep understanding of the fighters themselves. Turki thinks he got the power because he got the cash, Davis said, implying that financial power alone is dictating the direction of the sport. He also pointed out that Alalshikh doesn't personally know the fighters he's bringing over and therefore shouldn't be the one to judge them.
Like he wants a model like the UFC. Like the
Okay.
Would you really participate in something like that?
Okay.
Or do you like how boxing is now?
Two Ferraris. Yeah. I'm telling you, I need my two Ferraris. But I mean, I think I don't know. You know, I feel as though he's somebody that he feel like he got the power because he got the cash.
Many fighters have embraced Saudi Arabia's offers, seeing it as an opportunity to secure life-changing paychecks. But there's also an ongoing debate about whether this shift is good for boxing in the long run. Critics argue that fighters are chasing short-term financial gains at the expense of legacy and tradition. Others worry about the potential impact on fight negotiations, as promoters and fighters are increasingly prioritizing Saudi-backed deals over the best matchups. While Alalshikh's influence continues to grow, fighters like Davis remain skeptical, questioning whether the sport is being shaped by real competition or simply by who can offer the biggest paycheck.
So it's like, let me everybody else type shit. Like, let me take it. But he's, I mean, I don't know. You can't. I don't know. It's somewhat good, I would say, for the sport. but I don't know. So he want to kick everybody out? It's like all the promoters.
Lock it down, baby.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, see, it's somebody that's want to come in and bogart everything that don't know really too much about it.
Turki Alalshikh is trying to create a boxing league similar to the NBA or NFL, where all promotions come together under one system. However, Tank Davis doesn't believe it will ever happen. He thinks boxing is too different from other sports, with every promoter and fighter having their own interests. According to Davis, money alone won't be enough to unite the sport under one banner. He pointed out that Alalshikh may have financial power, but he doesn't personally know the fighters or the history behind boxing's structure. Davis believes the sport isn't something one person can just take over by throwing money at it. Boxing has always been built on different promoters and fighters making their own moves, and he doesn't see that changing anytime soon. While Saudi Arabia continues to attract big fights, Davis remains skeptical that a single boxing league will ever become a reality.
How was your first Ramadan experience?
It was cool because I normally don't eat stretch. Normally don't eat in the morning anyway. Like it's hard for me because I'm a night guy. So I'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep at 5 in the morning.
Do you go
Gervonta, what do you think about the
Okay.
Gervonta, what do you think about possibly the Turkey's trying to make a boxing league? You know how we have the NBA, NFL. He's trying to build a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency in Saudi, who's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, our promotions as just one. What do you think about that? You think it's a possibility?
That would never happen because everybody don't agree.
You don't think it'll happen?
Not on the same page. Everybody not on the same page. That would have been happening.
Tank Davis has made it clear that he isn't interested in fighting in Saudi Arabia, at least not under the current circumstances. While many top fighters are heading to Riyadh for massive paydays, Davis believes there's a reason behind it. He stated that a lot of fighters are going to Saudi Arabia because they can't sell fights in the US. Meanwhile, he sees himself as a proven draw who doesn't need to chase overseas deals. If Turkey wanted me to fight over there in Saudi, then he should just send me something first, Davis said, implying that he hasn't been given a serious offer. He believes that fighters who are taking these deals are doing so because they struggle to generate big pay-per-view numbers or sell out arenas back home. Unlike them, Davis sees himself as one of boxing's few true superstars who can sell fights anywhere, particularly in the US, where he has headlined sold-out events in major venues. While Saudi Arabia has become a major force in boxing, Davis isn't in a rush to follow the trend. He knows his value and doesn't feel the need to leave the market where he already thrives. However, if the right offer comes along, he hasn't ruled anything out completely.
The dude Turki Alalshikh, he said, yo, Tank, come over here. You was like, yo, you need to send 2 Ferraris before I even...
Yeah,
are you interested in that? Because I just see him making moves.
That? You know why I said that? Because he was already talking like he was back in Devon. Like, Devon is my guy. Like, all right, cool. Y'all want me to fight over there? Send me something first.
Yeah.
Send me something first.
Right.
I don't got to fight. You know why fighters going over there? Because they can't sell here. I can sell here. So I ain't got to go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
Right.
Turki Alalshikh, the key figure behind Saudi Arabia's major boxing events, has openly expressed interest in bringing Tank Davis to the country for a potential fight against Devin Haney. However, Davis didn't seem too eager. Responding on Twitter, he acknowledged past negotiation frustrations and jokingly stated, "If they want me, they gotta send me something, like 2 Ferraris." Davis has faced ongoing criticism for not committing to a fight with Haney, with some accusing him of being selective about his opponents. Notably, he was open to discussing a fight with Conor Benn through promoter Eddie Hearn, but reportedly instructed Hearn not to bring up Haney in negotiations. This has only fueled speculation that Davis is avoiding certain matchups. Alalshikh didn't seem amused by Davis's Ferrari comment and fired back with a sharp response. "I heard Davis said, 'Send to me 2 Ferraris.' I say to him, 'We will send you 2 gloves if you want.' That's it." The remark made it clear that Alalshikh wasn't entertained by the request and had no intention of offering extravagant incentives. Davis later clarified that his comment was made in jest and emphasized that he doesn't rely on handouts. Meanwhile, Alalshikh remains focused on securing major fights for Saudi Arabia, extending an invitation to both Haney and Davis for a future event. He directly called on Davis's advisor, Al Heyman, saying, "Let's collaborate, brother." While Haney appears willing to fight in Saudi Arabia, Davis has yet to show serious interest. For now, it remains uncertain whether Alalshikh's efforts will be enough to bring Tank into the growing Saudi boxing scene.
David, he said to me, send to me 2 Ferrari to play in Saudi Arabia. I said to him, we will send to you 2 gloves if you want to play in Saudi Arabia. That's it.
Tank Davis didn't hold back when reacting to a now viral photo of Turki Alalshikh surrounded by a lineup of top fighters. The image, meant to showcase boxing's biggest stars under Alalshikh's influence, had an eerie effect on Davis. He found it unsettling, pointing out how most of the fighters had blank, emotionless expressions. With Alalshikh standing at the front, Davis described it as almost zombified, saying the entire scene felt unnatural. To him, the photo didn't just look off. It carried a deeper, almost sinister energy. He went as far as calling it some devilish, Illuminati secret society stuff. The way the fighters were lined up, not smiling, just staring ahead, gave Davis the impression that they had sold their souls. He found the whole setup unsettling, as if it symbolized something more than just a gathering of boxers. Davis has always been skeptical of Saudi Arabia's growing control over boxing, and this image only reinforced his doubts. While others see Alalshikh as the sport's biggest financial backer, Davis sees something different, something that doesn't sit right with him. His comments make it clear that, for now, he wants no part of it.
And it's just a creepy photo of every fighter lined up. Most of them aren't smiling, and then Turkey's at the head of it, and all the fighters are just looking like zombified almost. And Tank goes on to say that that particular photo was creepy to him. He said it looks like some devil-ish, like some Illuminati secret society stuff. And I thought that was very interesting. And he said it looks like these fighters done sold their soul. So I made this graphic for you. You gotta feel me. I am the best in the business, and it's not even close. Subscribe. Made the graphic. Gervonta Davis said the fighter photo with Turkey looked like some devil-ish, like they sold their show or sold their soul. And I included the photo so you guys can see. This is what he's talking about.
Turki Alalshikh has made it clear that personal feelings have no place in his approach to boxing negotiations. I don't take anything personal. I'm professional, he stated, reinforcing that his goal is to put together the biggest fights, regardless of personal dynamics. He acknowledged Tank Davis as a major talent, but expressed that he still wants to see him in a truly big fight, suggesting that Davis has yet to face the toughest challenges available. One of the matchups Alalshikh is determined to make happen is Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. I will soon make Shakur and Tank fight, he declared, showing his confidence in his ability to bring both fighters to the table. Given his influence and financial backing, many believe he has the power to turn this long-discussed fight into reality.
Seeing Shakur against Tank.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you and Canelo Alvarez were not on the same page last year. Now you are. Gervonta Davis. You're giving an invitation to Gervonta Davis.
I don't take anything as a personal. I take it as I am professional.
Right.
I don't need to like you to talk with you.
But you appreciate Gervonta Davis's talent. It seems.
As a fighter, he's a great fighter, of course, no doubt about this. But we need to see him in big fight.
All right, you see, Turki Alalshikh said he wanted to do Shakur and Gervonta Davis, and said that he not holding up personal grudges against Tank. You know, taking slights at him. He professional, but we need to see Tank in the top fights, and I don't think he lying. Only Tank defenders or Tank sexuals believe he don't have to fight nobody, but we all know what the real is, and he eventually got to step up and fight somebody. If not, you know, you just have a unfulfilled boxing career. So either, you know, he gonna lose in the ring or outside the ring. Peace.
Despite any perceived friction between him and Davis, Alalshikh remains focused on business. I don't need to like you to talk to you, he said, making it clear that personal opinions won't interfere with making deals. His priority is delivering the best fights for the fans, and whether Davis cooperates or not, Alalshikh seems determined to push for the biggest matchups possible. Shakur Stevenson has called on Tank Davis to step up and make their long-anticipated fight happen in Saudi Arabia. He urged Davis to take advantage of the massive financial opportunity, saying, "Let's make the biggest fight happen." Stevenson emphasized that the fight isn't just about legacy, but also about securing the most lucrative deal possible. "Let's just make as much money as we can," he stated, making it clear that he sees Saudi Arabia as the best place for this matchup. With Turki Alalshikh's financial backing, Stevenson believes they can secure the biggest payday of their careers. Turkey gonna give us the biggest bag, he added, acknowledging the massive purses being offered for fights in Riyadh. Stevenson made it clear that money is a major factor in his decision. I want to make the biggest bag, so why not? He said, signaling his willingness to go wherever the biggest offer is. Now, the question remains whether Davis is willing to follow suit and take the fight to Saudi Arabia, or if he will continue to resist making the move.
Last question for you. I can't let you go without asking about Gervonta Davis. Any message to him to make him come to Saudi Arabia? Because everyone's making deals with Turki Alalshikh. He's the only one left.
Nah, that ain't really my business. The message that I will give to him is let's make the biggest fight in boxing happen. Let's make as much money as possible. So if Turkey gonna give us,
Eddie, love that.
yeah, if Turkey and whoever else want to give us the craziest bag, let's make that happen. I want to make the biggest bag. So why not? He want to make the biggest bag too. So I'm down with that.
That's what we're all in the game for, the bag.
Turki Alalshikh has managed to bring almost every top fighter to Saudi Arabia with his massive financial offers. From heavyweight champions to rising stars, most have accepted his deals, eager to secure life-changing paydays. However, two of boxing's biggest names remain unmoved: Canelo Alvarez and Tank Davis. Despite Alalshikh's influence, neither Canelo nor Tank has shown any interest in his offers. Both fighters are in a unique position where they don't rely on Saudi money to make big fights or generate huge pay-per-view numbers. They have built strong fan bases and proven they can sell out arenas and make millions without needing to fight under Alalshikh's banner. Unlike others who have willingly traveled to Riyadh for the biggest purses of their careers, Canelo and Tank aren't even entertaining discussions with Alalshikh. They have made it clear that money alone won't dictate their decisions. While other fighters chase the biggest payday, these two continue to move on their own terms, proving that not everyone in boxing can be bought. For now, Alalshikh may have taken over the sport, but Canelo and Tank remain the only stars who refuse to look in his direction.
And with Turki Alalshikh being that he has all this money, he's like, hey, dude, y'all come over here, man. Y'all, whatever y'all doing over there, it ain't working. We got the money. We got the bag. And because of that, Turki Alalshikh he's looking for two fighters. That's all he wants is two fighters that are not giving him a lick. Ni lo pelan el cabrón, ni lo miran. They don't even look in his direction like, nah. Tank Davis and Canelo. They're like, nah, bro, we good. We good over here, man.
Tank Davis has every reason not to trust Turki Alalshikh, and that's exactly why he has no interest in his offers. While many fighters have accepted massive paydays to fight in Saudi Arabia, Tank has remained firm in his decision to stay away. He recently turned down Alalshikh's proposal for a fight against Devin Haney, making it clear that money isn't his priority. Tank likely sees the situation differently from others. He has built his career without needing outside influence, selling out arenas and generating huge pay-per-view numbers on his own. Unlike fighters who need Saudi money to secure big fights, Tank knows his value and refuses to let anyone dictate his moves. Another factor could be control. Tank may not trust how fights are handled in Saudi Arabia, from negotiations to judging. He has voiced concerns about the way things operate there, which could explain his reluctance to take an offer, even for a fight as big as Haney. While others see Alalshikh as a game-changer for boxing, Tank remains skeptical, choosing to operate on his own terms rather than being swayed by money and promises.
Oh yeah! Gervonta Tank Davis has every right to not trust Turki Alalshikh. Every right to be skeptical about Turki Alalshikh, as we've seen Turki Alalshikh and Shiraz corner giving him the scorecards and stuff like that. Shiraz, listen to me! You got 2 more points left! You judges, you better cheat or do something for my friend. Gervonta Tank Davis has been skeptical about Turki Alalshikh in reference to his recent podcast interview in which he stated that he don't trust, in reference to him fighting Devin Haney, that he would need to knock out Devin Haney because he knows that Turki is his guy, right? He was skeptical about it. Has every right. We've seen it on display why Gervonta Tank Davis was right to feel the way that he feels. Is Turki Alalshikh to be trusted?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned. Until next time.